journalists and pundits should not manufacture a blood libel that serves only to incite the very hatred and violence that they purport to condemn.
Don't tell me words don't matter.
You talking to me?
I need you to go out and talk to your friends and talk to your neighbors.
You talking to me?
I want you to talk to them whether they're independent or whether they are Republican.
You talking to me?
I want you to argue with them and get in their face, and if they tell you that, well, we're not sure where he stands on guns, I want you to say he believes in the Second Amendment.
Oh, yeah?
You are my ambassadors.
Well, I'm the only one here.
You guys are the ones who can make the case. And I promise you, we will not just win Nevada.
You talking to me?
And you and I together, we're going to change this country and change the world.
There is a change.
Just want to go out and you know, like really do something.
If you want the next 4 years looking like the last 8, then I'm not your candidate. But if you want real change, then Elko, I need you.
Really do something.
I think it's tempting not to negotiate with hostage takers, unless the hostage gets harmed. Then people will question the wisdom of that strategy. In this case, the hostage was the American people.
The Republicans lie. They want to see you dead.
Obama was on a liberal radio show earlier this week when he said that if Republicans take back Congress, that there would be, quote, hand-to-hand combat over the issues on Capitol Hill.
Here is someone who stood up.
So I know whose ass to kick.
You talking to me?
If Latinos sit out the election, instead of saying we're going to punish our enemies and we're going to reward our friends who stand with us on issues that are important to us.
Here is someone who stood up.
I am president, I am not king. I can't do these things just by myself.
I'm itching for a fight on a whole range of issues.
I'm committed to making it happen, but I've got to have some partners to do it.
Shut the hell up!
For far too long, the wrong roads have been taken. The wrong roads have led us into war, into poverty, into unemployment and inflation. Today I say to you, we have reached the turning point.
I want you to argue with them and get in their faces.
The hostage was the American people.
So I know whose ass to kick. Whose ass to kick. We're going to punish our enemies. I can't do these things just by myself. But I've got to have some partners to do it.
I'm itching for a fight.
We are met today at a crossroads.
The First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances.
Alfredo's B2 units is shooting at the Safeway. Ein an article in Ein, a man with a semi-automatic weapon. Units responding, goodbye. A caller is reporting a shooting a man with a semi-automatic weapon. He shot at people, and he was last seen headed towards the Walgreens. He ran northbound out of the store wearing a black hoodie and blue jeans. And we have a caller who believes that Gabrielle Giffords was shot. That's multiple victims. It sounds like many people are shot.
I can tell you that there are 19 victims in this case. When you look at unbalanced people, how they are, how they respond to the vitriol that comes out of certain mouths.
I want you to argue with them and get in their faces.
Because I think it's the vitriolic rhetoric that we hear day in and day out.
The hostage was the American people.
From people in the radio business and some people in the TV business.
So I know whose ass to kick. Whose ass to kick. Whose ass to kick.
The anger, the hatred, the bigotry that goes on in this country is getting to be outrageous.
We're going to punish our enemies.
People tend to poo-poo this business about all the vitriol that we hear inflaming the American public by people who make a living off of doing that.
I'm itching for a fight.
That may be free speech, but it's not without consequences.
This kid was obviously conscious of this congresswoman going back to his encounter with her in 2007. Sheriff, do you want to change anything you said? Do you want to alter the record in any regard?
Not in any way, shape, or form. When you have people like Sharon Angle making outrageous statements such as, we may need to resort to taking the Second Amendment, and for people like Sarah Palin to say, we have people like Gabby Giffords in our crosshairs, I think those statements are totally irresponsible and they're not without consequences, and I think we may be seeing the fruit of it here.
I'm itching for a fight, a fight, a fight, a fight, a fight.
Don't tell me words don't matter. Just words.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird. But bird's a word.
We need strength to not let the random acts of a criminal turn us against ourselves or weaken our solid foundation or provide a pretext to stifle debate.
I'm itching for a fight, a fight, a fight, a fight, a fight.